Alright, hey there, welcome back. Marius here, and today let's talk about Lost Ark. Yes, something different. And okay, my first impressions, and I hope they will be the last. Before we start the first impressions, I need to also show you this. Yes, they perfectly align, but take a look. Playtime is 52 hours at the point when I make this video. So, let's not wait anymore. I show you this. This is the last session I just recorded. So, I will play it in the background so I'm not distracted and you can see. I can give you a little bit speed up where I am at. I am at level 50 because as far as I know, everyone boasts how this game is end game and the truth shining and everything is at level 50 when you finally get to the end game. It's absolutely marvelous. So I was like, all right, I'll get through it. Let's get to it. So actually I will speed up in the background because I have 16 minutes the playtime. It is important to mention 16 minutes you will see in the background, and oh boy, this is how the game looks. The thing is, of course, it is free to play, so everyone can jump right ahead and do everything. But in the background, what you can see, I'm arriving at a new location. You have a main quest. It's literally one or maximum two objectives that leads to the same direction, same path, everything the same. And then time after time, there's side quest. So what you will see in the background is basically the game in the essence, because a little bit spoiler alert, some minor, absolutely minor spoilers, as you can see in the background. All the questions, all the cutscenes, there's no actually cutscene, just talking, are cut short as possible. That's basically nothing super revealed there, just the dialogues. That's a thing. So as you can see, I'm literally rushing through it. So this is the game, this is the essence. What you will see these 16 minutes, and of course, loading, singing, loading, riding, talking. Singing, loading, riding, talking. Yeah. Oh, if you're wondering, because obviously it's RPG, multi-massive, online, free to play. There should be some fighting, right? Yeah, that is basically the core issue why I can't drag me anymore through it. At this moment I'm riding and there's a guy who threatens the villagers. I was like, ooh, maybe there will be a quest or something, but no, it's absolutely streamlined, quest to quest to quest, talk, quest, ride. It is so absolutely boring and uninteresting, and why I make this video is because I sat through 52 hours literally clicking two buttons. One of the buttons is to get on your horse, because that's how you can travel faster where it is available, because in-house obviously it's not. And the second button is G, which literally moves and accepts and agrees to whomever you are talking to. For example, this is one of the perfect examples what happens in Lost Ark. You are inside somewhere, riding is not an option, so you're running, which is super slow, and then you have in the same building or castle or somewhere, of course, NPCs are not standing right next to the door, so you have to run in and then they say, oh, go talk to that guy. Then you ride through the city, go in. Yeah, it was outside. Then he says, go back, and it's of course someone is already typing, yeah, but if you read all the texts, they are so what? So what? Since when games have to be like a book? If I want to read, because yeah, they start say the first line of the dialogue, you have to read them through. If I want to read, I take a book. If I want to play a game, I kinda want to play. And the minor spoiler I already almost revealed. It's the bigger reveal. In these 16 minutes, I literally encourage you to count how many encounters, fights, and how long there will be, because I'm not skipping anything. This is going step by step because there is absolutely tunnel vision. There is no reason to step aside whatsoever. Of course, there's your island and there's some purchases, treasure maps, and some minor, how to say, inconveniences, or I don't know, choices, if you will. Lost Ark, every additional thing they added in, the research, the ship you can send away from in your island, and such things, they feel like in Assassin's Creed collecting those feathers, you know, or some other games you have little flags or something that super absolutely annoying. They're full map with them. At the first you collect some, and then when you realize how absolutely boring and pointless they are, you are not interested in touching them ever again. Basically what you we have first encounter. This is 10-minute mark from 16-minute playthrough, going one after another, and you saw the first fight was over after one ability, which basically in most cases through the whole playthrough, it literally kills everyone around. Like, absolutely, just one hit. Now at the level 50, few things changes. I will talk about them later. So basically that required me second and third ability to use from 8 ability set. Additional items you can use, never used whatsoever, only the healing bottle. So that was the encounter. There will be some more, and this is now I'm not in the city even anymore. It's fight number 2. One ability, second ability. Okay, based on your position, basically it could be again 3 abilities, and that's it. You can see I've done with that quest. There is no actually point killing anyone. The game gives you 2 experience points if you kill something. Yeah, I was checking there. 2 experience points. When you deliver a quest, you have about, I don't know, 10, 20,000. So there is no need, or it's I can't imagine. I'm speechless. And of course, I'm thinking in my head, this is not my first rodeo. This is not my first multi-massive online RPG or RPG whatsoever. I know how they work. I know how they have this repetitive behavior, how they need to be kind of entertaining. There's side things you can do, and then there's main story. I know all of that. And this is literally one of the most boring and uninteresting, and I don't know how to explain, bluntly boring game I kind of ever played. And the thing is, why again I make this video, so you don't have to suffer, because it feels like, oh no, there will be something else. No, I will level up this ability, it changed something. No, at level 50 everyone writes down when you reach level 50 the end game, then it changes. Like, finally, you know, you go through the slow phase. Oh boy, I was wrong. And at this moment, yeah, this is close to the end. 16 minutes passed, we encountered 2 fights, which literally lasted 5 seconds. And then I'm like, what? And here, yeah, this is the best thing you can do in the game. That was absolutely the best you can do. But okay, let me jump right now. It's a real game. I will go exactly position myself where I just ended, because I have absolutely no desire to continue this absolute charade whatsoever this game is. There was so huge hype, 1.3 million online users, servers full. You know what? It's 2 weeks later, there is 800 was the peak. 500,000 already kind of lost interest. That's how boring this absolute garbage game is. I mean, it's beautiful, and don't get me wrong. Look at this. Yes, I'm playing Paladin, the same main class I had in World of Warcraft. The absolute first World of Warcraft before any expansion, I played Paladin, because Paladin, come on, you're the warrior of light. And yeah, the armor is, yeah, the graphics are amazing. And basically there the pluses ends. Why I wanted to show you the in-game, because the first impressions and everything, you have your currency, you have collection of things, you can, yeah, the heart system where you can your favorite, I don't know, the inner keepers. Every second NPC can be, I don't know, charmed, I guess, that's the word. Then there's crystals. Then you have your stronghold with things. All of them feel absolutely stupid the moment you realize how boring they are. Of course, the inventory where you can purchase things, obviously, what was the... Oh, when the game has login reward, it's basically a first red flag that says, we know we are super uninteresting and boring, and you will want to get out of the game, I don't know, after 5 days, so we will have something to give you even more and more and more powerful, because we know how shitty this game actually is. So this incentive is, I don't know, the first red flag, to be honest. Then ongoing things on a calendar, that's okay, cool. And I'm sitting behind me, there's buttons, but I will just click them, because of course there's a store. This is literally the whole thing. This is Amazon behind them. The same Amazon where I played also the New World and all that, the same behavior. It's as it's free to play, this is how they make money. And as more boring and stretched out the game is, the more they will get from it. I know, will not load memory chambers. Of course, we have achievements. We have, what else we have? Let me bring up all the titles. Of course, titles that do little things extra. Engravings, I haven't unlocked them because there's no need when you one-shot everyone. Cards, you collect cards, oh my god. Like, they heard like in Witcher cards are amazing, let's make cards just like... They give bonuses, that's the thing. You just don't collect them, you make a full deck and they... Just... Why? Why? It's like, the game is so boring, they put more effort adding extra shit, not the game itself. Rooster, of course, you have your character, but your account level itself levels up and gives more to... I can't even. The character itself, oh my god, I will just open and close, I don't know, there's... What was this? The sets, the abilities, you can level up and save them and use them and switch them. That's nice touch. They don't require respec, doesn't cost you anything. It's basically you just decide now you want to put all your points in another different ability and level it differently. That's basically the second best thing after graphics. Yeah, 2 bonuses. Let's not be too harsh. Trade skills, oh my god. Logging, forging, mining, of course, why not? Then the skill tree where you put up and level up, and the inventory and character profile looks cool, right. Yeah, the item advancement is you kill whatever, do whatever quest, there's a drop. The drop will approximately be plus 5, 10 to 15 levels from your level, and then they will give you the basically all the things level up gradually over the time. There is no decors, there's no the dungeons and everything. You always, when you approach the dungeon, because everything is straight tunnel vision, when you approach the dungeon has item level requirements. You always will be at least 5-10 levels above, so you will always be able to enter them without any issue. Of course, absolute endgame, that's this level 60, probably there is the difference, but we'll get to the part what the endgame is. It's just I'm just speechless. I will talk about this silly thing that tries to be called a game with my brother because he's really invested in. He's like, no, the end game is absolute amazing. I'll talk about this with him tomorrow. What else I can bring up? Collectibles, of course. Some stupid Mokoko seeds. You just collect 1,200 seeds that you can afterwards like use and. Yeah, the map is huge. You travel around with the boat, then you land on the land, and then one by one you unlock these little things. It's just so fucking uninteresting. I don't know, maybe I'm too burnt out, but honestly, this felt a little bit, I don't know, I don't want to say too good, because it never felt good. A game coming from far away Asia, RPG oriented, which basically means grind fest at the best, like, because they love to do exact same thing millions of times, and then you know what, here's another 10 millions of times you will do exact same thing, the same keyboard combination, because that's what's exciting. And wait, you will always get a huge ass sword, so that basically cancels everything. But here, of course, how in the last 10 years could be RPG game where you don't have a pet? And this is the given for free. Obviously you can purchase a better looking, a lizard, a dragon, whatsoever. Oh my god, they have pets. What a innovation. World map I already brought. Mounts, of course, you have mounts given to you. And community, yeah, community I can't comment because there is a guide that literally guides you through every single step. From the guide 1 is, I don't know, opening the game. You see, you can ride a horse, and then there's one that says join the guild, and I was like, yeah, I don't feel like I'm staying this long to experience a guild experience. So yeah, I just skipped through and went through all the other tasks, and then the stronghold guides, and then the gear upgrade, which is the last part. So okay, I'm summing up. Brother is already ahead of me because he said, like, when the story ends, you don't earn any gear anymore, you kind of level up. Whenever you do something, you get some things to level it up, and I'm like, that sounds even more boring than achieving again a little bit upgraded gear, but yeah, okay, fine. What about the leveling? So the leveling, at this corner you can see I am level 50, which is the beginning of the end game. And how it went for me, it's approximately whole game, weekend, one day, when I play from morning to end to the evening, I can level up about 10-12 levels. That's approximately, because just a reminder, the video you saw in the background where you ride a horse, talk, repeat it few hundred times, in the middle a few times you click the one ability button, that is literally the whole gaming, right? So there's no much of a choice, you just do it all the time. So okay, there are dungeons where the fighting is intense because you need to go through dungeon and smash those 3 buttons repeatedly more times, and then at the end there's a boss. That's something, and then you are back in the world doing this boring shit. So 10 to 12 levels per day. And when brother was already at 50, I'm like, I see he plays one day, second day, third day, fifth day. About a week goes by and I see I'm just like, what's going on? Are you playing or are you not playing? You are the same 50 level. He's like, yeah, no, it goes slower. So you can see, I arrive at level 50. I haven't paid attention how much experience needed before, but now it requires 43 million experience. Million. And you see, I've done about two whole maps, different maps, and I achieved 7 million. It goes so slow. The last part, literally, these 10 last levels, and I need to stop saying word literally. These 10 last levels are like all the time saying, you're slow, you're slow. Maybe you want to buy some booster or something? Like, the game is kind of fast and you don't feel this drag all 49 levels, but when you hit the end game, it's like, wanna buy a booster? How was booster? You see, you played already 3 days and you achieved not even 1/10 of the level. How about, I don't know, some booster, you know? What the? How this fire dumpster can be called a game? Those first 49 levels, I kind of defend because you feel the progression. Whenever you get a new level, you get one more skill point, which, as I said, you can change any moment and level up different abilities, which are given to you since the beginning. All the abilities, okay, not all, half of them. Full set, let's say, 8 at the beginning for sure. And then some more powerful, yeah, they unlocked over time. That's yeah, I need to correct myself. And the thing is, you have more abilities than you can slot, because you have 8 slots. So you have to choose, but there is no, like, someone mentioned in YouTube, I already saw that in other RPGs, you have one ability, then you level up, I don't know, level 2, you have another one. So slowly introducing the game. Here, bam, you start, you choose your class, you have already 8 abilities, and then you're like, okay, what? How I rotate them? How? What? Which one to level up? Because as soon as you have the first point, you can put somewhere, and this, it's so kind of overwhelming that gives you going, right? That's what I'm trying to get. Once you get at level 50, I can't imagine playing through, I don't know, for a whole week, not achieving any new level. That means not a single new point is attributed, which means you have no difference whatsoever in anything here. No new abilities, no changes, no news, nothing. On top of that, you achieve absolutely no new gear. You kind of level it up. I'm still a bit confused how this can be something cool to be happy about. And then on top of that, you receive little to no experience, so you're stuck doing exact same thing you did over 49 levels, but now you do it, I don't know, 10 times slower. What? I'd rather go out and watch how grass is growing or how paint is drying, for sake. So yeah, I will end the video here. This game does not deserve any more second of my time, and I hope, I don't know, if you are in super grindy button smashing games, this is your absolute, because the graphics, that's kind of, yeah, the fact that you have this small screen, okay, fine, no. Diablo also had some small screen, but I don't know, it feels too close. There's nothing you can see. And the combat itself, this is the first game, I think, where any hit to regular enemies, that they are minor enemies that are going around, they are stunned. Basically, you can't just do this, and every hit will do I really need to demonstrate it? How? When I saw it in the first videos, I was like, that can't be right. There's some bug or something that feels like stupid as hell. But let me show you. Let me show you. See, I'm holding one button. You see, it's not powerful. Way faster is to do anything else, but this is the. They are coming closer. I'm stunning with every single attack, and this is how they die. I'm still holding one mouse button, no abilities yet. Bosses, of course, you can't stun them. They have more health, obviously, but I think I'm getting to the point where even the fight is boring. Most boring fighting ever seen in gaming ever. Mario running and jumping on turtles is more entertaining than this. The snake going and eating a little cubic in Tetris and Game Boy, even that is more exciting and fun and intriguing than this what you saw. So yeah, from bottom of my heart, thank you for being free to play, but I don't think, I mean, that is too pricey for me suggesting anyone to play this. Of course, if you want to, just check it out, you know. But I don't know how the overall feeling about this game is, because it was overhyped. And if you haven't noticed, I haven't mentioned even the servers anywhere, because they are not even an issue anymore, because people are already leaving when they understand what the game is about. Anyways, my first and last impressions about Lost Ark. I wish you luck. Of course, there should be and must be somewhere audience for such genre, but yeah, no, not for me. If you have any other, I don't know, feelings, expectations, or probably, as I did, the beginning when you're starting to realize how much and everything there is, it feels good. And I bet you also played and it felt good at the start, but once you realize you're doing exact same thing millions of the time, then you feel like, yeah, you are trapped, kind of, because it's not that interesting. You just hit the quit and move on with any other game. All right, okay, thanks for watching. If you agree, disagree, all the opinions are always welcome, even if you're criticizing me, criticizing the game. I am listening there, and if you have questions, of course, answering them. If not, I would like to get out of the game, and probably next video will be about some other game, I hope. Please, please. Alright, cheers.